Hello everyone, Mehrazar here. Today's video is about polygamy. So many years ago, 1400 years ago, polygamy was a way of life, and at that time the earth was underpopulated. But when the Quran came, Quran was put the first limitation on the polygamy. And if you talk to people and mention the Quran, immediately they say, you're following the Quran because you want to be able to have 4 wives. This is very wrong because this is absolutely not true. And I read the verses for you from the Quran. The first one is chapter 4, named An-Nisa. An-Nisa is Arabic, and in English it means woman. The fourth tree, it says, if you deem it best, let me get my chapter 4, verse 3, if you deem it best for the orphans, you may marry their mothers. You may marry 2, 3, or 4. If you fear lest you become unfair, then you shall be content with only one, or with what you already have. Additionally, you are thus more likely to avoid financial hardship. This is the first one. Now, God says, read the Quran cover to cover, and that is chapter 73, verse 4. It says, and read the Quran cover to cover. So if we read the Quran cover to cover, and we don't open it and just read one verse and go spread it everywhere that, you can have 4 wives, then we understand actually what is going on with this verse. So the second one is in the same chapter, verse 129, and it says, you can never be equitable in dealing with more than one wife, no matter how hard you try. Therefore, do not be so biased as to leave one of them hanging. If you correct the situation and maintain righteousness, God is forgiver, most merciful. And people refer to Muhammad and they say that he was having a lot of wives. As far as I know, Muhammad married with Khadijah when he was 25 years old, and he lived with just one wife until he was 50 years old, and he had all his children with Khadijah. And when Khadijah died at the age when Muhammad was 50, he had 3 more political marriages with the daughter of Abu Bakr and Omar, which was Aisha, and I don't remember the other name, and another wife that was Mary or Maria. Maria, who was Egyptian, and the king of Egypt gave this girl as a gift to Muhammad. But the thing is that when we read the Quran, we understand that polygamy at that time was permitted because Almighty wanted that men take care of the orphans. A woman who had 5, 6, 7, 8 children and didn't have money to take care of them, and the children needed a fatherly figure. And then God says in here, I created you. I know you cannot be equitable. You cannot be just. So be content with just one wife. So there is no polygamy. Actually, polygamy is discouraging in the Quran. So next time when they tell you that, now you know why it is not true. Besides, when we talk about the messenger, a messenger is a human being, is not an angel or is not God. A messenger has two personalities. One is a human being walking in the market, getting married, eats food. And the next one is when he is connecting with Almighty, his soul is connecting with Almighty to reveal all the verses and everything to him. So beside, I really, me personally, don't care about the personal life of a messenger because it's not important. And beside, honestly, I do not believe in hadith. Hadith in English is narration. Just imagine our history book right now, we find out that it's not the truth. So what about these stories from 1400 years ago? I remember when we were young, we used to sit around and one of us whisper a sentence to the next person. And the next person whisper it to the next person. And then goes around and the last person say it out loud. And it was something very funny. And it was not similar to the original sentence at all. Now imagine a story from 1400 years ago, how much it can be changed. But right now we have the Quran. We have the proof. We know what is the truth. We should care about the truth. All of us are seeking the truth. We have the mathematics, which is the language of the whole world. What kind of miracle Almighty could send us that we believe? Mathematics is the 2 + 2 is 4. The Japanese understand it. Chinese understand it. Everybody in the whole world understand mathematics. So that is the best way to prove that Quran is the word of God. So we have the proof. We shouldn't listen and we shouldn't read hadith. We shouldn't read narration. It's not important. What is important is what Almighty says in the Quran. And the story of Muhammad also is in the Quran, and I will read that for you in another video. So today we find out that actually polygamy is discouraged, and what Almighty wants is monogamy. Okay? Thank you for listening and thank you for watching my video. God bless.